most important numericals. Let us write most important numericals. Yes, ma'am, if I practice this, is this enough? Almost you'll be covering the important numericals, means almost you'll be covering the concepts. So the most important numericals I will be doing, and I want you all to take a 300 pages notebook and start practicing these numericals, and all the chapters. Time is less, correct? So now I'll directly take you into a 5 marks question. So solutions chapter, let me write this as I did today as I was busy. So I directly took this where I am in my meeting. So I thought I'll send you the video. I should not put you all down, right? I should not make myself like prove myself a strong person. So no, I thought I'll do it. Let us start the video. So today we are going to do the most important numericals. I'll be picking up first one, 5 marks question. Very important 5 marks question. If you practice this 5 marks question, you will get the 5 marks. I'll show you how it looks. Suppose there is one question like this, 5 marks. What they will do, first question they'll mark it as A. Okay, they will give you a direct question. Suppose, for example, define Raoult's law. Okay, Raoult's law of binary solution. Raoult's law of binary solution containing non-volatile binary solution containing non-volatile solute. Containing non-volatile solute. Okay. Now this particular question is nothing but a direct question, correct? Non-volatile solute in it. This one you can directly write, I think. Everybody has studied this, it's easy. But today in this video we are focusing on numericals. So let me take the part B part, very important numerical. Let us write. First, they'll give you a question like this. See here. On dissolving, okay, what they're doing, they're dissolving, it seems. What? They're dissolving 3.24 grams of sulfur. In where they're dissolving the sulfur powder, they're dissolving in 40 grams, okay, 40 grams of benzene. This is what they are dissolving. And what happened? Then the boiling point, BP means boiling point. The boiling point of the solution was higher, it seems. Of the solution was higher. Here they're giving you a clue, right? When will the boiling point of the solution becomes higher? I'll tell you how it is. Higher than that of benzene. Okay, then that of benzene. This is what they have given, then that of benzene. Okay. Then how much it was higher? By 0.81 Kelvin. This is what they've given. They also have given the Kb value, that is a constant value, that is 2.53 kg mole inverse. This is what is given data. What are they asking me to calculate? They're asking me to calculate the molecular formula. Oh, right. They're asking you to calculate molecular formula. Okay. Only formula they're asking. Let us see. Formula of sulfur. Molecular formula of sulfur is what they're asking. Okay. Molar mass also we very well know. Molecular mass or molar mass of sulfur. Molar mass of sulfur is 32 gram per mole. This is not a problem, correct? I should calculate what? Molecular formula. Now, careful. Just observe. I think, is this clear, students? Okay, I'll put this. Okay, molecular weight. Okay, this is that. Now, careful. So, for me, the task is to calculate molecular formula. I will not waste time. I will finish it off. And Raoult's law, I think one definition I'll give you, students. Not a problem. At a given temperature, the vapor pressure of the solution containing non-volatile solute is directly proportional to its mole fraction. Correct? Na? I will write the answer also for you because I should not waste this video. According to Raoult's law, question number 1, at given temperature, okay, Raoult's law, the vapor pressure, I'm writing in shortcuts, don't write in boards, vapor pressure of the solution, okay. What is the solution containing? The vapor pressure of the solution containing non-volatile solute. What is it directly proportional to? Is directly proportional to mole fraction of the solvent. Mole fraction of the solvent. Correct? Na? This is the concept, or this is Raoult's law. This is over. Let me do the B part, that is the numerical. I have to calculate what? I need to calculate the molecular formula. Now let us first write. What is the formula for calculating molecular weight? Rather, first we will calculate the molecular weight, then gradually we'll do it. So there is one formula for calculating molecular weight using this constant. MB is equal to KB into W2 into 1000 divided by delta TB into WA. You have studied this formula, isn't it? Yes. Now, what is KB given to us? Substitute KB value in the earlier page. It was given to me as 2.53. How much is W2 weight? Have they given W2? Yes, they said 3.24 grams is what I have added into your 1000. Okay, how much is delta TB? Delta TB is 0.81. What is WA? WA is 40. This is what is given, right? Correct? Right. Now 40 grams of benzene. Now when I calculate all this, almost, I got an answer of 253 gram per mole. I'm doing it because on practice I very well know what is the answer. Okay, 253. Now molecular MB is ready, but molecular formula means formula is not ready. So using 253, now what will I do? But they have given a clue. They asked us to find out molecular formula for sulfur. Correct? Na? Of sulfur is what is that? They asked me. So I know I need to calculate for sulfur. So what we do? I am going to take this. I'll write let the molecular formula. Okay, let the molecular formula of which one? Molecular formula of sulfur. What is sulfur formula? S8. Correct? No? But S8 I can't. I have to prove it. So I'll write it as SX. This is okay. Now, what is the atomic mass of sulfur? Atomic mass is already given of sulfur is 32. Correct? Na? This is also okay. What is the molecular mass? Molecular mass is equal to 32 into X. Correct? Na? We can differentiate. Now, how much did we get MB earlier? We got 253. 32X is equal to 253. X is equal to almost, if I divide 330, 7.91. This is approximately 8. Correct? Na? X is equal to, when I divide, I get this. So, what is the molecular formula? This is the molecular formula. So, you will write molecular formula is equal to, molecular formula of which one? Of sulfur is equal to S8. That's it. This is the question. Easy question, isn't it? Little bit different, but okay. It's easy question. Shall we do one more numerical for 5 marks question? Yes, let us do one more numerical of 5 marks. I'll turn the page and pick up this. Hope okay. I'll take one fresh page so that's clear for you all. Now, question number 2, one more important. Careful. As I said, it's a 5 mark question. Question number A and question number B will be there. So they're asking outer shells. Okay, this is basic question. Outer shells of 2 eggs. Okay, outer shells of 2 eggs are removed. It seems are removed. Okay, right, are removed. Then they said one of the egg is placed. So they said one egg is placed in, it is placed in pure water. Okay, then what did they do? One more second egg, first egg, and this is second egg. Second egg they have placed in saturated solution of NaCl. Saturated solution of NaCl. They're asking what are your observations? You only tell me observations I need to write. So let us go with the first concept. We'll take the what is the condition of the first egg in pure water. What will happen? Yes, the egg starts swelling or shrinking. Yes, careful. Here, osmosis concept is discussed. The first egg is kept in pure water. Water automatically from outside, it starts entering inside. So, in this case, the egg swells. Correct? Na? The water direction, it goes inside and the egg size, it increases because the water enters. Correct? Because the concentration here, so it enters into the egg. Now in the second egg, or in the second condition, the egg shrinks. Why it shrinks? Because outside the water is salt water. Correct? The concentration is more. Salt concentration is more. Right? So the concentration, because the salt water concentration is more, it starts coming out. Correct? Na? So it is going out. That means low to high. Low to high, low to high. Here all NaCl crystals are there. So water goes out and always it goes from low to high and the whole egg shrinks. Correct? Na? So this is called egg shrinkage. So wherever the concentration is there the water comes out. Okay, and this egg starts shrinking, it becomes smaller, and this becomes, it swells. Easy. Okay, let us see the question part B of this and check whether you have understood or not. Let us see one more question of this. Part B, question 2. Okay, part B. What is the question given? A solution. Okay, a solution prepared by dissolving 8.95 milligrams of gene fragment. Let them give you any story, but for us numerical solving is important. Gene fragment in 35 ml of water. 35 ml of water is given to us, and they said, and this particular solution, whatever is dissolved, it has an osmotic pressure. It has an osmotic pressure of osmotic OPM writing, osmotic pressure of 0.335 torr. At what? At 25 degrees centigrade. Okay. Now they said one condition, assuming the gene fragment, whatever is there, the gene fragment, whatever you're dissolving, it seems is non-electrolyte. Oh, they have given a clue here, non-electrolyte. Okay, it doesn't dissociate. Determine the molar mass. Okay, they're asking us to determine molar mass. Determine molar mass. Oh, simple question, nothing to worry. Let us understand this. I have to determine MB. So MB is my concept. I need to determine this. What is the formula? You know, using osmotic pressure. Okay, let us write the first formula which you have studied in colligative properties. Pi is equal to WB RT by MB into V. This is the formula which you have studied, correct? Yes. Now, let us start substituting. First of all, WB will calculate. What is WB mass? What is the mass given to us? Mass of gene fragment 8.95 mg. Okay, this mg convert into grams. Okay, you convert 8.95 into 10 raised power of minus 3 grams. Finished. Okay, now volume also I need. Volume. Okay, volume, how much did they give me? They have given me 35 ml. Convert this also. 35 ml convert into liter, that is 35 into 10 raised power of minus 3 liter. Correct na? This is also over. Okay, this also I got. This is also over. Now, what else is there? And WB is there, V is there. Now, temperature. Okay, did they give pi? Okay, pi also they've given. I need to calculate. MB I need to calculate. Pi also they have given. Okay, how much is pi given to us? 0.335 torr. Let me take a fresh page. Now, how much is pi given to me? Pi given to me is 0.335 torr. Okay, torr convert into atmosphere, it will become 0.335 divided by 760 mm. This is 760 atmospheres, ATM. Okay, this is also over. Now temperature is left. Temperature is equal to, they've given me how much? 25, my paper, yeah, 25 degrees centigrade. 25 plus 273. How much is this? It is 298 Kelvin. Oh, done, na? Done. Now let me substitute. Formula again we will write. Pi is equal to WB RT divided by MB into V. Correct na? So how much is pi here? 0. Now I need to get MB outside. So first let me substitute. 0.335 divided by 760 is pi. Okay. This is equal to WB is 8.95. How much is R? 8.95 into 10 raised power of minus 3. R value 0.0821. How much is T value? 298 Kelvin. Okay, then divided by MB I need to calculate into 35.35 into 10 raised to the minus 3. That's all. So you cross multiply this, you take out MB. I got an answer of, when I did this, 14193.3 gram per mole. This is the answer which I got. Easy, very easy question, students. Easy. It's directly basic. No, your substitution into the concepts. That's all. Easy question, very easy question. So let us not waste time. Shall we go into the next numerical? Hope you're all understanding. If you're not understanding, please let me know in the comment section. I'll try to make it more and more simpler. Chalo, next question. Let us see one more question. One more 5-mark question rather. Question number 3. Careful. They'll ask you A part. Define Van 't Hoff's factor. Okay. Define Van 't Hoff's factor. Okay. Hoff's factor. This is a direct question, isn't it? What is Van 't Hoff's factor? It is the ratio of normal mass to the observed molar mass of the solute. Correct? Na? It is a ratio of Van 't Hoff's factor is a ratio. I'll write the answer. It is the ratio of normal molar mass to I'm just writing it in simpler way, observed molar mass of which one? Of the solute. Correct? Na? A normal molar mass with observed molar mass of the solute. This is a simpler question because we are concentrating on numericals. I'm going further with the numerical. Let us start. Now, question. Let us go with the B part, B question. That is your 2.5. This is 2.5 mark. This is 2.5 mark. Now, question is calculate the freezing point depression. Okay, that means they're asking you to calculate delta TF. Calculate delta TF, freezing point depression expected for 0.0711 molar aqueous solution of Na2SO4. Aqueous solution of Na2SO4. Okay, they are asking me to calculate delta TF. Now, they said they've given one more condition. They said if this solution, whatever is there, if the solution actually freezes, they said if the solution actually freezes systems. At what condition it freezes? At minus 0.320 degrees centigrade. What is the Van 't Hoff's factor? See how they are related. This question they've given depression freezing point. Now they're relating both of them. They're asking what would be, I'll write in the next page. Okay, here only. What would be the value of Van 't Hoff's factor? Van 't Hoff's factor, how much is the value? Kf is equal to 1.86 C mole inverse. 1.86 C mole inverse is what they have given. Okay, right. Now, what should I do? I need to calculate delta TF. I need to calculate I value also. Correct? Na? Okay, so let us take this page and do on a fresh page. So, first of all, I need to calculate delta TF. What is the formula? Delta TF is equal to Kf into M. Correct? Na? This is the formula. Okay, how much is Kf value given? Delta TF is equal to 1.86 is given to me. What is M? They've given they've given na calculate the freezing point depression expected for 0.0711 molar. Okay, that is that only 711. So when I multiply both, I'll get an answer of 0.132. Okay, they said observed. Now I need to calculate I factor. In I factor, what is the formula? Observed freezing point by I factor formula is observed freezing point by calculated freezing point. I'm sorry, the line is very vague, but sorry, because I'm writing with my free hand, I'm really sorry. That doesn't matter. Content is important. Correct, na? Okay. What is observed freezing point? Observed freezing point is 0 minus how much they said, but actual freezing point also is given, right? That is minus of 0.320. How much is this? It's coming to 0.320 degrees centigrade. Now, write down I is equal to, observed is how much? 0.320. What is the calculated? 0.132. Here, this is observed, this is calculated. Total, when I do the ratio, I'll be getting 2 and 2.42. That's it. That's your Van 't Hoff's factor. Easy. See, one question on freezing point, one question on osmotic pressure, one question on Van 't Hoff's factor. Easy, very easy. Let us do one more question, which explains about association and dissociation. Shall we do that question? Yes. Next question, very important question. So they will ask you a question something like this. What is the value of I when solute is associated and dissociated? Okay, they may ask you that question, association, dissociation question also, easy question. But you need to learn the abnormal molar mass or molecular mass concept. So carefully understand that and we will do one question. So there's one question on association and dissociation, A part. They asked you what is the value of I for, that is your Van 't Hoff's factor for aluminium sulfate when it is completely dissociated. When it is completely dissociated. This is what completely dissociated. This is what they asked me. Okay, dissociated. Okay, done. First of all, aluminium sulfate. Let us do the solution. Aluminium sulfate, Al2SO4 taken thrice. Correct na? It dissociates into how many? It dissociates into 2 aluminium with charge +3 and sulfate. How many sulfates? 3 sulfates with a charge of -2. Total how many? 3 plus 2, 5. So I is 5. Easy na? Simple. Just charge is 3, 2 aluminium and 3 sulfate ions. Total value 5. Okay, that is your I value when it is completely dissociated. Let us see one more question based on this. One more question, 5 marks. They're asking calculate boiling point. Okay. We have seen different questions. One is on osmotic pressure, as I said, freezing point. This is on boiling point. Let us see. Calculate boiling point of a solution. Okay. By preparing what? By preparing which is prepared. A solution by prepared. It is a solution is prepared itself by adding how much? By adding 15 grams of NaCl. 15 grams of NaCl to what? To 250 grams of water. 250 grams of water. Okay, 250 grams of water. Here Kb value is 0.512 kilo Kelvin kg mole inverse. Correct na? Okay, it is not visible. I'll move my page little bit up. Kg mole inverse. And one more thing, the data they've given is molar mass. They have given molar mass of NaCl. Molar mass of NaCl. Okay, molar mass of NaCl, which is 58.44 gram per mole. This is okay. Very important 5 mark question, students. You should practice this. Now, simple. What is the formula? They asked me to calculate what? Delta Tb. Okay, delta Tb. What is the formula? Because they have asked in terms of Van 't Hoff's factor. So I into Kb, both are interrelated, into 1000 into Wb by Wa into Mb. Okay. For sodium chloride they are asking, right? So yes. So NaCl, it dissociates into Na plus Cl minus ions. What is I value? One cation, 1 anion. So I factor is 2. Now substitute delta Tb is equal to 2 into how much was the Kb value given? Kb value is 0.512. Wb value into 1000 is your 1000. Wb value 15. Correct na? 15 grams is what they've given. Wa value is 250 and 58.44 is Nb, because they've given molar mass here 58.44. So when you do, you get an answer around, I got an answer on 1.05. Please check it. 1.05. But here they asked me to find out boiling point of the solution. Correct na? I have to find out boiling point of solution. Boiling point of solution is 100 plus 1.05. Correct na? Yes, it is equal to 101.05 degrees centigrade. That's all. This is what is the question, right? One is different topics, like how do they ask on different topics. freezing point is 1, Van 't Hoff's factor is 1, one is this one. If you want more and more numericals, if you think yes ma'am we want more and more numericals, please let me know. I'll be sending in the Telegram channel also. Yes, please let me know ma'am, we need more questions for practice, means I will send the questions for practice for you all. Yes, I'll be sending in the form of a worksheet also for you. So please comment and let me know in the Telegram. So I will be sending a worksheet for practice. Okay, worksheet for practice, sure, short questions practice. Okay, if you don't know, the answers, you can ask me. I'll solve the question in video. Okay, so Telegram link is in the description, so thank you so much for watching. I will come back with more and more, so please let me know. I'll be sending a worksheet. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. This is your Vani ma'am signing off with a beautiful smile. Smile is always standard. Yes, keep smiling, life is short. Thank you. Bye bye.